The reason I came to seek OMT is because during a regular dental cleaning, they had pointed out that my tongue thrust forward, and just finishing Invisalign therapy, it was causing my teeth to shift. And that was the first time in my life that I noticed that I was swallowing and incorrectly, pretty much. So then I met you, and then it just blew my mind on how I swallowing and chewing was incorrect my whole entire life.
When I looked at Ingrid, I definitely had identified there was some dysfunction in her chew and swallow, and she was thrusting her tongue when she was swallowing, as well as when she was at rest. That is where her tongue sat. It sat middle forward against her teeth, and long term, this would have definitely damaged her orthodontic investment.
I work in the health field, and it's honestly something I was never taught, I was not aware of, and the more you explained to me, it just made most sense. And just, assessing everything that you pointed out, it just absolutely, it was fascinating, and realized the potential risks that I can have in the future, so I knew I had to do something about it.
As I was further evaluating, we did discover that she had a tongue tie, and as Ingrid mentioned, she is in the medical field, and she was a little bit hesitant because all of this OMT therapy was completely new to her. However, as I continued to explain what I was seeing, she really was kind of blown away.
So definitely I noticed when you pointed out the tongue tie is what needed to be released. It's a procedure that wasn't as painful as I thought. It immediately post-procedure, it's something I couldn't describe. I just didn't realize how tight my tongue was and how freely my tongue can move. It made everything more easier, and especially with swallowing. It was an interesting experience, but I know it's gonna benefit me in the future. So nighttime I noticed, I was a mouth breather. I definitely noticed that, and even sometimes I would catch myself, whether, during nighttime, whether I'm reading a book right before bed or anything, I did notice my mouth was open. But throughout the therapy, it clicked, and I realized that, I wasn't breathing through my mouth anymore, sleeping. I didn't wake up anymore. After therapy, I noticed I didn't wake up. My snoring used to wake me up. I feel more rested, and that's that quality of life. I think it's, for me right now, it's most important. It was very clear cut, and just having the video specifically was, I think, the most helpful when you change that. And just practicing was, just key to it.
Ortho relapse and airway restriction at nighttime is a very common thing, and thankfully Ingrid was able to find great resolution and have success through OMT.
Breathing, swallowing, everything just seemed more natural now. I would highly recommend this because it made a big difference, and I know in the long run it's going to help me.
If you or a family member feel like you could benefit from OMT therapy, please feel free to reach out to us at Valley OMT, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions, get you scheduled for a consultation and a screening.